I never planned to witness my boyfriend proposing to another woman with my grandmother's missing ring. The diamond went missing from my jewelry box 3 months ago, a delicate 1930s Art Deco piece with a 2-carat center stone that my grandmother had left specifically to me minus her only granddaughter. It was irreplaceable, not just for its monetary value, but because it was the last piece of her I had when I discovered it missing. I tore my apartment apart. James had helped me search, comforting me when I collapsed in tears. We'll find it, he promised, or I'll buy you an even better one someday. I filed a police report, but without evidence of forced entry they suggested. It might have been misplaced. I started wondering if I was losing my mind. Minus had I taken it somewhere, left it at the gym. The uncertainty was almost worse than the loss. Last Friday, James canceled our dinner plans last minute. Work emergency, he texted. Client dinner, I can't get out of bed. I'll make it up to you tomorrow. It shouldn't have bothered me. He'd been in banking for years, minus client dinners happened. But something felt off. Maybe it was because he'd been protective of his phone lately, or how he'd started showering the moment he got home, small things I'd been trying not to notice. So I did something I'd never done before. I tracked his location using the app we'd set up when we went hiking last summer. He wasn't at his office or any restaurant downtown. He was at the Belvedere, the fanciest hotel in the city. I told myself there would be an explanation. Perhaps his clients preferred more privacy. I put on a simple black dress, applied lipstick with shaking hands, and drove across town. The Belvedere's rooftop restaurant has floor-to-ceiling windows. I didn't even need to enter. From the observation deck on the adjacent building, I could see everything through my phone's camera zoom. James was there all right, but not with clients. He was with Melissa, his colleague I'd met at the Christmas party, as I watched. He reached into his pocket and got down on one knee. The ring box opened, and even from a distance, I recognized the distinctive setting glittering under the chandelier light. My grandmother's ring, on another woman's finger. Instead, I called Detective Rivera, who had taken my theft report. I've located my stolen property, I said calmly, and I can prove who took it. It turns out James had a record minus 2 prior theft charges that he'd managed to keep quiet, and proposing with stolen property in a public venue. The hotel security cameras captured everything, including Melissa's delighted surprise when he claimed the ring had been his grandmother's. Yesterday, I watched from the courthouse steps as James was led away in handcuffs. Melissa approached me afterward, the ring already returned to evidence. I had no idea, she whispered, tears streaming down her face. He told me so many lies. I know, I said, feeling strangely calm. He told me he was working late. Sometimes Carmen doesn't need your help. It just needs good surveillance footage and an observant detective.